Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Distant Worlds 2 in the second part of a little playthrough. We've just found the Shrine of Verdaneth. Discovered the Shrine of Verdaneth, ancient ruins, ancient triangles from a triangle civilization. Very triangular. We can leave them. Obviously, we fucking investigate them. If it was called the Big Red Button of Doom Ruins, would I not press the fucking big... Of course I'd press the big fucking red button. Obviously. Just to see what happened. In the Shrine of Verdaneth, we have made a curious discovery. Data core reveals some intriguing information. The data cores are navigational directions pointing to that place there. Maybe we should send a ship to investigate this location. The ruins provide the following colony bonuses. 5% colony development and 4% scenery. Ah, that's nice. So apparently there's something over there that we will go and have a look. So we are playing as the... what was it? MA Inc? The Haakonish, frog people. We're racist frog people. Don't really like other people. And we've slipped the restrictions of our home system. We've now got a proper warp drive, and we can travel to distant stars and distant. What the title's distant worlds. 2. So that's what we're going to do. So already our exploration ships, there's Bountiful Merchant, Honest Distress, Adamant Relic, Superb Peril. Superb Peril is heading for the little navigational doobly what's it there. So there's something interesting in this system that we should definitely go and look at apparently. So it looks like Superb Peril is on their way to go and have a look at that one. Good luck to them. Dubious Impulse. An ancient Haakonish exploration ship. Ah, salutes to you. HMS, ancient Haakonish exploration ship. Okay, so we have found... So the data core was pointing at a derelict alien ship by the looks of it. Is it a passenger ship? It's basically like a cruise liner. Okay, interesting. Don't know why a bunch of ancient triangular relics would be pointing at that. This is a terrible and frightening day. We've discovered a derelict spaceship of non-Haakonish design containing living aliens. The engines are damaged and... Wait, what the fuck? Was this what the ancient fucking ancient triangular relics. What are you pointing at? Derelict ship broke down just a week ago over there. How did you know that was happen? Oh, it's the mystery of the fucking triangles, isn't it? The engine's damaged and long-range communications out, but we have nonetheless made preliminary contact with them. They say they are of a race calling themselves the humans. They are frighteningly ugly, and their intellectual capacity is clearly limited. But they are nevertheless spacefaring aliens. Our hope that we would be alone in the universe is dashed forever. The aliens speak a garbled and primitive language, but our linguists believe they are asking for help. News of this ship and its plight have sparked debate on the homeworld. Do we offer these creatures assistance and thereby help a potential rival, or do we question the aliens, study their language, and then destroy them? I mean, blowing them up is cheaper. Let's just help them. We have rescued the aliens and our scientists have gone to work cracking the code of their primitive language. These creatures say they are humans and they've provided us with the location of their homeworld. Odd as it may seem, they claim they take pleasure in meeting other aliens. Weirdos. Probably some sort of weird kink. We don't kink shame here unless you're human. They even responded warmly to the idea of trading with us. Most curious. These creatures are unpleasant to look at, their language is painful to our ears, and their ideas are simple and childlike. But they also have an innate love of commerce and cuisine. Strange to find Haakonish values in being so un-Haakonish. Back home, our people are angry that the aliens were permitted to live, but the outrage is not as bad as some had predicted. The aliens have allowed our engineers to aid in repairing their ship. Such fools! They had no idea we were examining technology for what we can steal. It is a wonder such stupid creatures were able to discover the secret of space travel in the first place. We found additional intriguing information. Maybe we should send a ship to investigate. We've assisted the lost ship, and we found hyperdrive technology. Oh, and also basic diplomacy, human language expressions. Okay. Okay. Oh, shit. Did we actually just research a Jerex hyperdrive? Oh, that was worth it then. That's basically given us next level of hyperdrive right off the bat. Like, we've literally only just researched the second level, and now we've just got the third from helping a bunch of pitiful humans. So that's good. And we've now just finished our advanced nuclear fission research. We're working on the compressed fuel storage. That's going to give us nice big range and make us more efficient and also faster and all that kind of good stuff as well. So we're just going to continue sort of expanding outwards. Now the exploration ships will, I think they'll just do a quick scan of the system and then they'll come back later and do a proper scan. So right away you won't necessarily find many resources available. We have found some there, so we will build a mining station there. Got some Rylig. 3 holograms when light falls on it. Oh, in that case, yes, let's grab some of that. So basically just going to quickly grab anything that pops up that is useful to us, we're going to grab. Because obviously that'd be, in fact, do we need, I mean, more silicon's always useful. How many construction ships do we have currently? 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got 9. I'm going to beef that up. No, I'm not, because we have no money. We've got no money. Money is increasing. Things will get better. I'm fairly sure that we can look at our construction shit. We should find that we have, small freighters awaiting construction. So they are, the private economy is building ships. And if we have a look at the Empire funding, nope. Economy, there we go, because the private economy currently has 500,000 in the bank, which is good. That means they are doing pretty well for themselves, and obviously that's then going to feed into our income, so that's nice. What I might actually do is change the Empire funding levels. So if I have a look at colonies and tax rates, funding levels, I'm going to turn that to manual, and I'm going to do that because I don't want that much troop maintenance. What I want is like let's read. Let's say I'll take 240. Let's put that down to 25. Research under 25%. Colony growth to 75%. Let's do something like that. Troop maintenance will go down a little bit. Ship maintenance is fine. Reserves are fine. Does that drop down? I'm gonna drop reserves down to like 8. Just pump a little bit of extra cash in. Try and speed up our research a little bit, I think. I think that should be fine. So far, so good. We just need to sort of like keep grabbing those resources as we can. We don't want to overload the private economy, but we want to try and make sure they've got enough stuff to bring us, should we need it. Bilgarath 4 does have some fuel, so we'll grab that one. Shaomhi Junction 2 has some fuel as well, so we'll grab that one. Fuel is always useful. There's no reason never to grab fuel, because it does mean that, of course, you can use it to refuel your ships, and they can use that to then travel further. So if your ships want to get over here, for example, they can head somewhere to refuel and then head on to the planet, and they can then make that trip rather than having to jump the entire way and not being able to make it. Obviously, once we have the compressed fuel storage, which we will soon have, then we should be doing fairly well. We're going to get early energy deflectors. That's always good. Nice booster shield. Then we're going to get basic space commerce, basic recreation systems, expanding civilian ships. So that's going to help boost up our economy a little bit. So the commerce. Now, I have heard people say you should put the commerce on every station. I don't know if that's true, but it's not too expensive just to try it. So we'll give that a shot. Should find the deflectors are pretty quick. Yeah, that's going along pretty fast, so that's fine. And we're constantly building new exploration ships. Obviously, the more exploration ships we have, the more stuff we're searching. And obviously, the more stuff we're sort of surveying, we're finding the resources. We're finding independent colonies as well. Now, we haven't found any yet, but once we do, obviously, we're going to want to jump on them and try and secure them before anyone else can. Now, we haven't run into anyone yet, but there's no. Now, obviously, the advanced factions should be quite far away. However, there is a whole bunch of races which I just put to random. So they could be anywhere. They could be close to us. They could be far away. There's no knowing. So we could have someone like over here. We just don't know. We could be boxed in. So the sooner we can grab some space, grab some independent colonies, obviously the better for us. And obviously the more resources we have, the better set we are. And obviously, you know, the more research places we find as well. So obviously the more research bases we have, the quicker our research is going to be. So we need to find those and lock those down ASAP. So I've just been looking at the Commerce Centre, and it does say Commerce Centres can provide bonus trade income when resources or fuel are traded at the location. Now, I don't know if that includes when it's picked up, but I wouldn't see why it wouldn't. So, may as well. I mean, it's not, you know, it's worth a shot, isn't it? So we find the mining station. There we go. We can go upgrade, and what we can do is we can find the Commerce Centre. There it is, and we can select the Commerce Centre, and then we can put it in any. Well, so basically, you have these sizes. So we have a size here, and for example, you can see 60 there as the basic research lab. Now, what we can do is we can put that in any slot which is the same color and also is the size or less. So we can take the Commerce Centre, which is 25, and we can pop it in there, and that'll be fine. And we can see the size slightly increased. So we've got 698 out of 700, which is absolutely fine. That is below the size, so we're fine there. And that means that the Commerce Centre will be added to that type of station. So we can save and exit. And then we can basically go to any current station and we can say retrofit, and it will then start upgrading. Now, you don't need like a construction ship to go there and upgrade it. It will upgrade itself anyway. And it'll only take it won't take that many resources either. It won't take that long. So just doing that, it's just going to quickly add a commerce station to every single mining station we have, and any future mining station, of course. And I'm hoping that that then is going to give us some extra income. But again, I'm not actually 100% sure that it will. It's just something I saw someone say, and I was like, well, that does sound like it makes sense. But then it would seem weird that the automatic like upgrade doesn't add. So I don't know whether it does count, but fuck it, we'll give it a shot, I guess, and see what happens. We have located an independent colony, finally, quite far out actually. The independent colony of Quamnos encountered. We encountered an independent colony of Quamnos at Veneri 2 in the Venera system. Quamino are naturally very hostile towards us. We can invade and take over the colony by landing troops, or we can attempt to colonize them by sending a colony ship, although this is unlikely to succeed due to their negative view of us. Initial communications with the Quamanos have been catastrophically bad. A poor translation of our standard greeting in their language mistakenly invited the Quamanos to become our slaves. Despite our subsequent reassurances, they have taken great offence. The Quamanos possess a powerful artifact. The Stele of Takdun is a 3-metre tall pillar of Hapek obsidian marked with indecipherable inscriptions thought to contain important details of ancient galactic history. The Quamano deeply revere the Stele and have an overwhelming, even irrational commitment to protect it. Okay, so not great starts. We've also met a lone trader. This is obviously probably from the independent colony. Now, if we have a look at diplomacy and we have a look at our independent colonies, you can see these guys aren't necessarily a fan. However, that will get better over time. I think what we'll do is we'll wait until that dissipates, and then we will dump some money on them. Money's looking pretty good, but there's no point dumping it on them now because that has to get better first. So we'll hold off, I think, for the moment. We're researching a whole bunch of stuff. We've got expanded civilian ships. That'll increase some of the civilian ships we have available. We've also got... did we get the scenery stuff? No, we need advanced stations for that, don't we? Are we getting that as well? Yeah, we're literally researching expanded spaceships, and that's going to give us the resort station. So basically it lets us create space hotels. And then you can charge people for going to see, I don't know, some space. Some particular, maybe dark space, or slightly lighter, I don't know, space. It's pretty similar all the way around. Some planets will have locations on them which might be particularly interesting, and that's where you build the resort station, basically build a big hotel, and that you can actually get some money that way as well, because passenger ships will then charge people to dock at those stations. And so you can make a little bit of extra cash. So it's another way of making money on top of your mining stations and all that kind of good stuff. We have found an abandoned base. Kuan Junction 1 spaceport. Where is he? There he is. Have a look at what he's carrying. Interceptor missiles, railgun, lance missile, Talossos shields. Got a construction yard, medium starfighter bay. It's quite advanced. Not super advanced, but hey, nice to have another station on hand. Won't say no to that. So one of our construction ships will go and repair that. If we're lucky, we'll find like some derelict ships dotted around that we can recover, or potentially some threats like space monsters. That's good. I mean, it's the other side of this planet, so we should be fine. But yeah, they're not going to be. Really should probably get some shit. Well, no. What I should do is get some research, some weapons to then put on some military ships, because currently I don't really have very much to put on my ships. It's pretty poor. I am starting to research kinetic weapons, so we'll get that. We've got the shield tech as well, haven't we? What I might then do is get advanced deflectors as well. I'm also getting some better sensors for my exploration ships, because I do want to build some more of those. So obviously the more exploration ships we have, the faster we're going to explore and survey, be able to find those resources that we need. So, this abandoned space station, we found technology that has given us research breakthrough in long-range sensors. Our investigation of an abandoned base, Kuan Junction 1 spaceport, and the Kuan Junction system has revealed some interesting messages. Well, it's mostly dick pics. One message appears to be between a pirate faction and a colony of Acdranians some years ago, part of which reads as follows. The quality of Assalia you have traded us has been satisfactory, but the amount must be increased. We've heard rumours that you plan to arm some of your ships. Do not think we are too distracted by the Hive to deal with this. Let us remind you that this is unacceptable, and any moves towards independence will be met with force. So we go, one of our construction ships has now arrived to repair that station, and once it's repaired we can take control of it. And we have got long-range sensors, which is quite a nice little boost there to us. How delightful. I realised I can't build resort stations until I've researched passenger base. Yeah, we need basic passenger. Sometimes you'll research a tech and you'll be like, why doesn't that work? Like, why can't I do this thing? And I was thinking, because I was like, well, I've got the resort station, and I've got the recreation component. So why can't I build a resort station? In fact, if I go add new, you'll see that the resort station is in the list. If I manually create this, there's our resort station. I hope those don't spin, because that would be absolutely disastrous. It's just going to smash straight into that strut. Anyway, if you have a look at the defects there, you'll see the things you need on the station to actually have it be a proper design. So until you can fulfill these requirements, you can't build this. And this is when I was going, reactors, yes. Full storage, yes. Docking base, yes. Cargo. Recreation capacity, yes. Passenger capacity, no. Wait, hang on a sec. I don't actually have that. And that's why that station doesn't exist in my list currently. So it's not a bug. There's always some reason. I think I've had this with... it wasn't resort stations. It was something else. I'm trying to think what it was now. Oh, I genuinely can't remember. There was something I was thinking, why the hell can't I... I think it was colony ships. It was because I had the colonization research. But you also need... not you. You also need expanded... Yes, you need expanded civilian ships, because that gives you the small colony ships. So until you have that, just having the colonization tech won't actually do it. And vice versa. If you research that and you think you're going to get colonization ships, you're not, because you also need the colonization tech as well. So we've investigated an abandoned small spaceport, Kuan Junction 1 spaceport, and we have taken control of it. So that spaceport is now under our control. We can manage fighters. Look at that. Upgrade. I mean, we can't actually upgrade fighters, but you get carriers are a thing. That's really exciting. I could retrofit it. But to what, pray tell? Because currently this space station is better than anything I currently have, so it's probably best not to retrofit it, because obviously it'd probably just make it worse. So we'll leave it as is. But it's also got a nice, look at this, you can see the sensor network around it. And this station probably has really good sensors, if I have a look at it. Yeah, it's got long range sensor array, which means it can see everything around here, which is quite nice actually, because basically anything coming from this direction through our space will be able to spot thanks to the Qian Junction 1 spaceport and its lovely sensor array. So of course we've got a nebula there and a nebula there, which means that anything coming through will have to travel through this little corridor. At least from this direction. So at least from this direction, we've kind of got a little bit of cover there. Strange gravitic fissures encountered. We have discovered strange localized gravitic fissures at Tudorion. Tudorion? In the Tudorion system. These gravitic energy fissures appear randomly around Tudorion. They slowly decay over time, but the entire area persists with these dangerous ruptures. The energy from them appears to be leaking through from another dimension. They inflict heavy damage on ships without adequate armor and ion defenses. What could cause these fissures? Further research might reveal more information. Tudorion has large research bonuses, so we should build a research station here to unlock the mysteries behind this location. Well, that sounds like a good idea. We should definitely do that. At least when we can. Hopefully once you have surveyed that without exploding. Ideally. Oh, God. Yeah, you've got no shields or armor, and you've taken a little bit of hull damage, so probably a good idea to get out there pretty ASAP. We'll probably need, I guess, ion defense. So some nebulas, most nebulas are just sort of like, you know, blockers, but some of them have storms in them, and you can actually go into them, but you do need defense against various different things. There's different colors of storms. We have a look at nebula clouds. There we go. So does it show the color? Oh, it doesn't show. Oh, there we go. Yes. So we've got Stand Nebula is grey, Galactic Storm is orange, Ion Storm is purple, Gravitic Storm is green, and Radiation Zone is yellow. And depending on what type of zone they are, you can potentially defend against it. So ion defense and reactive armor basically will protect your ships against that kind of damage coming from those nebula. And I guess we'll do the same for that system as well. Now, I was just looking at our leaders, and I've done some renames. So I've got Thyrus is leading us, and we've got Telsian as our rather good ambassador there. Look at that. Look at that boy. What a good guy. Now, we've also got a couple of scientists. So we've got this guy here who's looking pretty good. And this guy here is also looking pretty good. So they're both fine. However, we have a general. And this general has some not particularly great traits. He's lazy, he's a poor recruiter, and he's drunk. And as such, he's not doing much for us. So I'm actually just going to get rid of him because he's just a bit trash, isn't he? Oh, we found a monitoring facility. We also found another station. So we've got a station here. It's also got debris littered around. Now, your ships will go and pick up debris. Sometimes there's nothing there, but you can find bits of technology. You can survey systems from them. You can find cash, sometimes survivors, leaders and stuff in them sometimes. And so that's quite nice. And then we've also got this monitoring facility here at Tyner, which is just down here. It's actually, you know, because a monitoring facility is basically like a radar station. It'll project some sensors around it, and that'll actually be quite useful because that'll also sort of like protect us from it. So we grab that. That should sort of like cover this sort of like southern flank a little bit. So anything coming from here will be able to see it as it sort of like heads towards our core system. So hopefully that'll be quite nice. We also might find some technology or to get some story from grabbing that as well, which should be quite nice. Oh, we've lost contact with one of our ships in the Briverst system. Just prior to losing contact, they sent a message saying they had discovered a very alien-looking base and were about to investigate it. Then there was a garbled transmission with the words "must obey" repeated over and over. Well, that doesn't sound ominous whatsoever. That sounds fine. We should investigate this strange occurrence, but caution seems wise when approaching this location. Well, Yeah. I mean, nothing bad has ever been found in an abandoned space station, ever. So that's fine. That's all good. We're building more exploration ships, which is... one of the things I love about Distant Worlds is just sort of like how busy everything looks. Like, if you look at your home world here. So here's our home world. Here's Avril Lavigne, which has just apparently had a... Oh, no, we've got the Rona. A strange plague has appeared at a colony, Avril, in the Verdanath system. It is unlike any other plague we've seen before. The infected seem to be dazed and focus their efforts on spreading the plague to other victims. Sounds like the Rona. We strongly suspect this plague is somehow connected to the recent disappearance of one of our ships as they investigate an abandoned alien base. A research project has been enabled on our tech tree. Well, let's quickly go and grab that then. Mysterious plague. There you are. Right, we'll grab that, and we should probably research that. I mean, recreation systems are important. Don't get me wrong, but probably getting rid of a mysterious plague probably higher up on the agenda. Anyway, so I mean, just the fact that you have all these freighters jumping in and out and ships being constructed, it just makes your homeworld feel alive in a way that in Stellaris, when you look at your homeworld, you're just kind of like, you know, it's not doing anything, just like every other system in your entire empire, unless there's a fleet there or something. But you can see like all these ships moving backwards and forwards, and they're supplying the new station we have here at Kuan Junction, and they're, you know, going for resources, bringing them back to the planet. It just makes the entire, it makes your empire feel alive, and I love that about this game. It's one of the best things about it. I think it's so satisfying just to watch your freighters go about your... Look, maybe I just have a strong kink about logistics, and I do, don't get me wrong, but it's just something about watching your freighters go back and forth and supplying your planets with resources. Just like, oh yes, yes, that's the stuff. Holy shit, yes. It just feels good. All right, mysterious plague. Yep. Ah, the Shakturi psionic virus. Well, that sounds fun, doesn't it? That sounds like fun. So we found the Tyna 5 mining station as well here. So this is a fairly advanced station. Large cargo bay. It's got lots of large cargo bays, in fact. So I assume that's going to be quite... Oh, hello. So this is the monitoring facility. Our investigation of abandoned base, Tyna Prime monitoring facility in a Tyna system, has revealed some interesting messages between ancient factions. They battled a terrible threat known as the Shakturi. The final message appears to be broadcasting of a warning of a massive energy wave approaching the base at incredible speed. The blast wave appears to emanate from somewhere in Haakonish space and is spreading outwards across the galaxy, destroying everything in its path. The last part of the message is a brief video clip of the base commander telling everyone to seek shelter and to save the data to blast protected storage. Oh, well, there we go. So we now have a monitoring station. Oh, good for us. Do we actually have it, or is it... I don't think we actually have it yet. We just found it. We just boarded it. We're tarting it up, making it look better. You can see what it's got there. Long range. It's got trace jammer and a trace scanner. The fuck does that do then? Fuck knows. Who knows? Sounds scanny though, doesn't it? That sounds like the kind of thing that you'd want on a monitoring station. Yep, that's why they pay me the big bucks to be in charge. We found technology that has given us research breakthrough in bombardment weapons. Our investigations of the abandoned base and Tyna 5 mining station Tyna system has revealed some interesting messages. They always do. It's basically like WhatsApp. One message appears to be written by a Gizurian official, part of which reads as follows: nobody knows the outcome of the last battle or where the Shakturi have gone. Queen Hikari has dropped dead, possibly by assassination, and many members of the court are descending into madness. No messages have returned, and there have been no contact from any Shakturi or our other allies. Spies are everywhere. Trust no one. Forward immediately any communication or information about latest events. So, the Gizurian are an insectoid race, and they were part of like the Shakturi axis. Basically, they were on the insect side. So obviously, something happens. Something's happened in Haakonish space that then emanated out across the galaxy and seems to have wiped out the Shakturi and basically everyone else. So well done, Space Frogs. Space Frogs do it best. By which I mean wiping out the entire galaxy. We found a high library. Ancient ruins from a lost civilization. Probably going to point us to the latest, I don't know, fucking Aldi location or something. It's just a list of the latest fucking Aldi discounts. Investigate the High Library. Because pirate ambush. As your survey team enters the ruins of the High Library, they trigger a powerful galactic beacon. The beacon signals to a nearby pirate faction. They send a band of raiding ships to your location, prepared to repel enemy fire. These ruins provide the following colony bonus: 18% colony development. Wow, nice. 11% reactor research, 15% construction research, and 19% scenery. Ooh. Ooh. That's nice. Although what's not nice is we're about to lose our station because here comes some pirates. Okay, we're going to have to deal with the pirates, aren't we? Yes, we are. So we will research the plague cure first. That seems sensible. Then we'll get some rail guns. And then we'll just blow shit up. We're going to build a fleet. And we're going to kick some pirate ass. The plague is revealed to be the Shakturi psionic virus. Our recent research breakthrough, mysterious plague, has revealed the origins of the... I could tell you that just from the name of the research. But don't worry about it. The plague is a Shakturi psionic virus. The virus makes a species more vulnerable to Shakturi psychic powers. Although not particularly deadly, its lethality correlates with how resistant a species is to psionic attack. Infected victims come under a form of psychic suggestion, making them behave in ways that maximise the spread of the virus. Thus, Shakturi's psionic virus is very infectious and can spread rapidly. Our deeper understanding now allows us to cure this dangerous virus. Oh, good. That is a bit of a win. And we're getting recreation systems as well. So that's nice. Be able to grab that. And then we're getting railgun weapons. And improved frigates as well. So we're going to grab those. And I'm going to see if I can maybe get the next level of railgun weapons just to make us a little bit more shooty. What's this? The hell? We've just got a lot of notifications about repairing abandoned ships. Where the hell is this? Holy crap. That's a fucking battleship. That's a very advanced battleship. Holy shit. The fuck? Oh. Those are Boscara vessels. That's a troop transport. That's a carrier. Cruiser escort. And then over here, that's... Now, those are our ships, which suggests that because this is a marshy swamp planet, and we've got Boscara and Acdradian vessels here as well, I'm going to assume that's our lost homeworld. The fuck is that? EX231. Not far away, actually. Like, it's quite far, but not too far. And that's a lot of ships that we can potentially grab. Which is very, very worth it. Holy shit, we hit the jackpot. I do not have enough construction vessels, though. We're going to have to build more of these fucking things, because I'm going to need more of them. Let's get 5. Okay. We're just... Yep, we're grabbing it all. I want it all. Grab it. Get them. Because those ships are going to... Particularly the battleships are going to be fucking ludicrously powerful. So grab all of them. So our construction vessels will slowly fill... Now, the only problem is they might not be able to reach it. I genuinely don't know. I mean, they should be able to, because there's a fuel restop there. Is there any... Right, there's Chantol. We can grab that one. That has more fuel. Ah, wait. Where was... Hang on. There. Right, if we grab you, that's... So then basically they can jump to here, to here, to here. So that is potentially a route that they can take. So we can repair those. That'll work rather well. Oh, these Burning Storm Buccaneers are starting to get on my tits. Okay, we're going to have to do something about this. So, let us construct an attack fleet at Avril Spaceport. So we've got 10 escorts and 6 frigates being constructed. at the spaceports. And they will be using our best technology that we have available. If we have a look at our ships there and look at the frigates. There we go. So, they've got a seeking missile, a wave bomb, and a railgun. Don't necessarily know whether they need a wave bomb, but fuck it, why not? Why not? Let's go for it. Okay, we're building our first fleet, so we're going to go and kick some pirate bottom. Well, that is going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.